Welcome back to the Hoop Express. Today is Tuesday, June 19th, and we've got a big game 4 ahead of us in the NBA Finals tonight. Let's talk a little bit about Game 3. Game 3, if you're an Oklahoma City Thunder fan, was the most disappointing basketball game in NBA Finals history that you can ever imagine. Definitely their worst performance of the playoffs this year by the Thunder. And as a Laker fan, all day and all night, you gotta wish that Oklahoma would have played a game like Game 3 against us, and maybe the playoffs would have ended up in a different situation. That being said, that didn't happen. So Game 3 between the Heat and the Thunder started off actually as a very, very good game for the Thunder. They actually held a 10-point lead in the third quarter, and with that double-digit lead, Kevin Durant did struggle with foul trouble, unfortunately. However, he did play a very, very good game. Aside from the 5 fouls, that's 2 games in a row that he's been in foul trouble. So he's he's definitely gonna have to work on that tonight in Game 4. I thought that when Brooks made the decision to bench Westbrook when Durant picked up that 5th foul may have been a big mistake on Scott Brooks' end. I think that's when Westbrook should have put the pedal to the metal and really increased that lead. Miami, they won the game. LeBron had a great game, 29 points, 14 rebounds. Wade was exceptional. Battier, I mean, he didn't hit as many shots as he did in the first couple games, but he did hit 2 threes, and something like 11 for 15 in these NBA Finals so far from 3. That's a record. Fisher holds the record with best 3-point field goal percentage in the NBA Finals history. But if this continues at the pace that it's going through the first 3 games, you got to think that that record is gonna, lo and behold, be owned by Shane Battier. So there's that. The Heat didn't play that great of a game. They shot 33% in the second half. They turned the ball over 9 times in the fourth quarter. If you can't beat Miami when they're turning the ball over 9 times in the fourth quarter, then you can't beat Miami. So it was a terrible game. Cephalosha, he kept him in it. He kept it interesting late when the game was basically already determined within the last minute and a half or so. But he also threw the game away with that errant pass on the inbound that was stolen by Wade immediately. I mean, it didn't even look like it went to anybody. So there was that. That being said, the game is over, and Oklahoma has to just look behind them and think that, okay, going forward now, what do we do? So what do they do? Exactly what do they do? Well, Durant needs to stop getting into such terrible foul trouble early on in the game so that he can control the pace of the game. He's contributing everything that he can. He's playing great. He's one of the best players in the league, if not the best, arguably the best. It's just he doesn't get to dictate the flow of the game from the beginning because he gets himself into foul trouble and needs to rely on his teammates. Now, Oklahoma hasn't lost a game by more than 6 points in this postseason. So, except one against San Antonio, they lost by 9. So they really need to make sure that Durant doesn't get himself into foul trouble. Then, in that case, usually the close games will be in the Thunder's favor. Westbrook, a lot of people are saying that his performance is lacking. I completely disagree with that. He's putting up phenomenal numbers. 29, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. People are saying he needs to be more of a facilitator. If you're going to get 7 assists a game, you're a facilitator. I hate to break it to you. And I know they're not Rondo-like numbers where he's putting up 11 plus. But, I mean, you can't control when shots go in and out. All you can control is playing good defense, getting rebounds, and relying on your team to help support you. But if he's gonna dish the ball out for an assist 20 times and they're only gonna hit 7 of the baskets, then that's that's just the unfortunate luck. He's still been playing the facilitator role, in my opinion, and I think he needs to keep that up. We need to see more from Fisher. I don't understand why Brooks doesn't have Fisher in at the end of the game. Now, I know he's later in his career, but hasn't he proven enough to you yet throughout his career with all the big shots that he's hit? Scott Brooks needs to watch a video. Hello, point 4. Hello, Game 4 NBA Finals versus the Orlando Magic in 2009. What hasn't he done? He's second to Ori. He's one of the most clutch Lakers in NBA history. You got to give Kobe the nod there too. But despite his age, I mean, he's even done it this year when he was still playing with the Lakers, and the game was tied at 70 in the fourth quarter against the Mavericks earlier this season, and there was 4 seconds left on the clock. The Lakers went into Kobe. Kobe dished it to Fisher. Fisher was right on cue with this little bump, bump, bump action. So I mean, you gotta be putting Fisher in the fourth quarter. I would take out Sefolosha. I wouldn't go as far as taking out Westbrook, but I would rather have Fisher on the line than Sefolosha, maybe even Harden. Considering what Harden's done, he's only had one good game so far this finals. So we need to really see what Brooks is going to do. But in my opinion, it's coming down to 2 things for Oklahoma. It comes down to getting Durant involved and not getting him into foul trouble. So that's 2, I guess. The overall effect of Durant. And adding Fisher into that lineup is very, very important. He's playing a minimal role, maybe 14 minutes a game or so, but he needs to be inserted into the right times. And I know it's been a short season, and they've only had Fisher for an even smaller amount of that time, just since about March. But you've got to do a better job of coaching, and you've got to figure things out. He hasn't been a factor yet. He certainly can be a factor. For Miami, those of you that are Miami fans, and there are a few of you who are subscribed to the Hoop Express that are Miami Heat fans, and you guys are looking pretty good right now. Up 2-1 with 2 games to go at home. Last year, the tables returned. You were up 2-1 after Game 3. However, you were in Dallas for 2 more, and you blew it. So Miami, I think, could easily win both of these games. However, they really only need to win one of these 2 games. If they go down 3-2 heading back to Oklahoma, they're going to be in some trouble. I think that there's not much more Miami could do. They're playing their best style of basketball since the Big 3 has been assembled. And I think everyone is really contributing well. Dwayne Wade has accepted his role as a 2. If he continues to be the number 2, I think that he may go down as the best number 2 option in NBA history. Playing behind Shaq and now LeBron James, and even winning an NBA Finals MVP as a number 2 option. So we'll have to see what happens there. Anyway, the Thunder need this game tonight. It's a very, very important game for them, and we'll need to see what will happen in that regard. I think that the Thunder are going to win this game, and I think it's going to be an easy win for them. I think that they should win by double digits. They should really correct what's going wrong, and if they can't, then, well, they can't. They're in some trouble. But I see the Thunder coming out tonight, taking this game 101-89. Maybe it'll be a little bit closer at the end because Miami will try and make it interesting, but Scott Brooks is a great coach. They've got a very, very good young team that does not want to fall short again for maybe the 4th year in a row. They're always, not hitting their expectations. The year against the Lakers, when they entered, as the 8th seed, they brought that series to 6. They really showed that they were a competitor then. Then last year, they shocked a lot of people, made it all the way to the conference finals. This year they were finals favorites, and I don't think that they want to drop off again just short of the finals. I think that this year they want to win it, because I think that if they don't, they'll most certainly win it next year, and we want this lockout shortened season to be over with already and go back to the way things are meant to be. That's what the Lakers winning championships. But hey, that's just my opinion. Anyway, that's all the time I got for you today. It's a long show, but this I think might have been the best Hoop Express yet. Please tell all your friends to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook / the Hoop Express. I'll be showing it off. Add us on YouTube. Add our channel on YouTube. It's a very, very good channel. And Danny Levy will be back in action probably as soon as today or tomorrow. So a lot of good stuff coming up for you guys. And that's about it for now. We want to become famous. We want to have a lot of ratings. We want more than 20, 30. Some of them have 100. We want the upwards of 200, 300 views a show. Could you please do that for us, friends? Add us on the Hoop Express. That's it. Enjoy Game 4. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night.